Welcome to myfitlife. My name is Al Morenton. I'm the CEO and product developer here at myfitlife. So today we're talking about CBD and arthritis. Can CBD help your arthritis? Now there are 5 main types of arthritis: osteoarthritis, which is the most common form of arthritis, gout, rheumatoid arthritis, psoriatic arthritis, and lupus. So today we're just going to talk about osteoarthritis because again, it is the most common type of arthritis. These other forms, they can be helped with CBD, but the causes and symptoms are different. So we're going to do separate videos for each of these. Today, like we said, we're talking about osteoarthritis. So what are the symptoms of osteoarthritis? The number one symptom is deep aching pain, like in a localized area in your hands, in your knees, in your hips, in your ankles. It could be in a variety of areas, but it's usually in localized areas as opposed to being all over your body. Stiffness after resting. So you sit down and rest for a little bit and you get up and your like low back is stiff, or your knees or your hips or your ankles are stiff, or all of them. And it takes you a little bit. You have to walk around for a while. And after about 10, 15, 30 minutes, you're loosened up and you feel good again. The stiffness goes away. That's they call that a form of osteoarthritis. The same thing with pain during activities of daily living. Now, things like getting up and down, from chairs, walking up and down stairs, etc. You might have little aches or creaks in your ankles and your knees and hips, etc. That is osteoarthritis. Okay, so the causes of osteoarthritis are they call it like a wear and tear or overuse kind of condition. So so having the repetitive uses cause wear and tear over time. So there are like known and unknown forms of the osteoarthritis, but basically it's a calcification and crystallization that forms in the joints. That's what causes the pain and the inflammation. But it's a result of the wear and tear and the overuse. So how can CBD help? There's two ways that it are the big ways that it helps, right? Number one is the pain relieving. And then number two is the anti-inflammatory properties that it has. So it reduces pain and reduces inflammation. And so if you reduce the inflammation, you could actually make the situation go away and get more towards vibrant health or optimal health. The way that it helps, to relieve pain and reduce inflammation is through these processes that happen in the body known as gene expression and neuromodulation. Now, gene expression basically is providing your cells with the instructions it needs to perform specific tasks, such as relieving pain and reducing inflammation. Okay, so CBD helps or provides the ability to have the gene expression. CBD is responsible for gene expression or providing these instructions to your cells to relieve the pain and reduce the inflammation. Now, the neuromodulation it's basically a result of the gene expression. It is part of those instructions, and those instructions are to normalize or modulate the nervous tissue function so it makes it function properly again. So the neuromodulation helps the nervous tissue, surrounding, that affects the joints to function properly. So there can be a reduction in pain and a reduction in inflammation. It's super cool. Okay, so how do people typically take the CBD to get the success for relieving, reducing symptoms of the osteoarthritis? So the most common way that people use it is through topicals, and it makes sense. Your ankle hurts, you want to put a topical on your ankle. Your knee hurts, you want to put a CBD topical on your knee to reduce the discomfort. But that will only relieve the discomfort, relieve the pain. It won't reduce the inflammation per se. That happens when you take CBD in tincture or capsule form orally, okay? Because it affects your entire endocannabinoid system, which is responsible for balance or homeostasis in your body. And it helps to, have the communication from your brain to your central nervous system to your peripheral nervous system out to the specific areas of discomfort, such as your knee, your ankle, your hip, etc. And it has those signals to actually, trigger the reduction, not only in pain, but also in inflammation. So super cool stuff there, and super cool stuff to know that, to get, the tinctures and the capsules, that they are actually what I call a primary source of defense or relief. And the CBD topicals are actually a secondary source, okay? But they both do have their benefit and place. So now we're going to go over some case studies of success in our company with osteoarthritis. We have 4 different case studies, but they're all related to each other, so we want to talk about them. Aaliyah, she came to me. I met her at an event at the Hemp Museum in Hollywood, and we were doing a event on Halloween there, and we had a presence. We're handing out CBD, having fun. Aaliyah comes up to me and says, "Hey, I'm love to have fun and dance and do all these things, but I can't anymore because I have arthritis, like in my ankles and my knees and hips, and I just have to watch now, and I wish I could just be able to participate again. Do you have anything that you think could help me?" And I was like, "Hey, try out these CBD capsules, and let me know what you think. Go hang out for a little bit, come back in about 45 minutes to an hour, and let me know how you feel," right? And I didn't think anything of it. We handed out more stuff, and I had to go out to my van on Hollywood Boulevard to get some supplies. And I ran out there. It's really busy Halloween on Hollywood Boulevard, right? And it was actually a Saturday night, and I'm coming back in with all these supplies, and walking down the sidewalk in front of the building, and I hear this voice out of a crowd with all these awesome costumes in Hollywood, right? And I hear, "Al's the man," and I was like, who's saying that? And I hear it again, "Al's the man." And then I see this woman, and it's Aaliyah, and she's coming out of the crowd of people doing like these salsa moves, swinging her hips and moving her ankles and all this stuff. And she comes up to me and says, "Hey, this stuff is amazing. I feel great, and I could dance right now. Can I get a bottle of that stuff from you? And I want to continue this, right?" So we hooked her up with some CBD, sent her on her way. We pack up, go home, and I think nothing of it. 3 weeks later, get a phone call from Aaliyah. "Hey, I want you to meet my friend Jasmine. She has arthritis in her shoulders and elbows, whatever, and wants to know if you could help her." So same thing, hooked her up with CBD, little protocol. She has some success. About 3 weeks to a month later, she calls me up and says, "Hey, I'm going to have my brother James call you. He has arthritis in his hip, and he wants to know if you think you could help him," right? So James calls me. He lives in Orange County, and he's runs a nonprofit there, and they're thinking of giving him surgery for his hip, but he wants to hold off on it because he had some projects going on at the nonprofit. I hook him up with CBD, give him a protocol, and that was in 2017, 2018. He still has not had the operation because he hasn't needed it. He's out of discomfort. Okay, so super awesome, right? He was just loving it. Just a capsule in the morning, a capsule in the evening. Craziness. And he's tried all kinds of stuff. All of them have tried everything. Like physical therapy, pain, meds, everything, and nothing helped. But this stuff, the CBD did. So James, he calls me up and says, "Hey, I want you to meet my brother Ruben." Okay, Ruben, he lives in Arizona, but he's going to come out here to meet you. And he has arthritis in his knees, his ankles, and his hips. And he really wants to meet you. So Ruben comes over to, from Arizona, meets me out in Hollywood. And I start talking with him, and he's like, talking about, holistic health, all this stuff. And he's like, hey, I could tell right from talking to you, I've been, immersed myself in holistic health, and I followed all the people, and I could tell you are it. You know what you're talking about. You are one of the guys, and I want to take your stuff. So he takes the CBD, takes a bottle back home with him to Arizona. A couple weeks later, you get a phone call from Ruben. Hey, I could ride my bike again. He goes, before, my ankles, my knees, my hips hurt so bad, I could not ride my bike. It's my favorite thing to do. And I was sidelined. I couldn't enjoy my life. Now I could ride my bike again. I could enjoy my life. 4 different people, all with, osteoarthritis, all helped the same way, taking a capsule in the morning, a capsule in the evening. That's simple. It's super crazy how easy it can be to overcome a situation once you know what to do, once you know what to take, the exercises to perform, the supplement to take, etc. Once you know what to do, then it could be very, very easy or simple from there. Okay, so to wrap up, yes, CBD can help with your arthritis. I have a video link below on the most common ways to take CBD for arthritis, but and other situations as well. But the most commonly is 50 milligrams or to 100 milligrams split up morning and evening. Take twice a day. And sometimes it could be upwards of 200 or more for certain people, but the most common is 100 milligrams to 200 milligrams of CBD per day. And most commonly are full spectrum. Okay, so we do offer free consultations to help you choose the right product for your situation and develop a protocol particular to you. Okay, so if you enjoy these types of videos, then I'd appreciate it if you could like this video, subscribe to our channel. And again, this is Al Morenton with My Fit Life. Thank you and have a beautiful day. Peace.